Hello, Kronos here. Today I'm going to talk about this patch, the 0.15 from the Bazaar. It's a small patch as usual, but with a good content, with some changes that can try to, you know, balance the game a bit more, but still not. Maybe we didn't reach that point where things are all good or perfect. We are still in beta. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and also follow me on Twitch, because I also stream there, and I will leave you to the video, so stay tuned for the fun. Okay, hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to analyze the patch. In the meantime, they are going to publish it in this very moment. So this is a patch that is not so devastating as others have been done, but there are some good things to analyze and see. I suggest you also to go and check out the video that Reynad did for these purposes, but I would like to do an analysis with you just in case there is something to explain or to see together. So let's start. So critical hits on multi-output items will now trigger for the entire output set. This means that if you have a force field that has damage and shield, before it was critting only the shield, only the damage. Now if you have the crit, it will be applied to both enchantments that you have. Okay, so both damage and shield, or if you have another item and you enchanted it, the crit will be applied to both let's say enchantments. Okay, level up levels provide upgrades now using the pedestal system. The pedestal system is when you use Forja, for example. So you drop an item into the pedestal, and then you can see in the future. They said they want to give us tooltips in order to understand what you are going to obtain if you put an item into the pedestal. Okay, you see what is the upgrading option in game instead of using tools website like the Bazaar or Bazaar GG and so on, and many others. Gumball machine encounter now can you can buy 5 gumballs instead of 1, so you have to go through each one. If you want 10, you need to click 10 times. Now if you want 10, you need to click 2 times, which is pretty good announcement. Maybe in my opinion you can have also an option to buy as many as you can, but 5 is okay. It's better than before, of course, and it's not a high priority. Probably there are other things to prioritize. There are some bug fixing where Sylvia was appearing day 1, and it was announced to in previous patches that was only from day 2 onwards, so it should be no longer the case. And Lich was nerfed because it was too strong, but they didn't want to kill it. They just adjusted its power a little bit, so now it's a bit more beatable. Okay, it's more easier to face Lich. Still strong, but a bit easier. And they have removed the Genie Lamp and Thieves Guild Medallion because there are some bugs and issues, and they are replaced with Bar of Gold, which is 5 gold. So unlucky for the one that wanted to get these encounters, this enhancement to the build, to the run that you were doing. So let's go straight to Astrolabe. Spoiler, this will be all the charge loops have been nerfed, almost all of them. There will be some reverts in items that to the previous version, with some changes sometimes or not, depending on the case. So let's go and see. Now Astrolabe for Vanessa is the cooldown is now 654, so it's not all the time 6. It's no longer shielding, it's just an item that provides haste to a non-weapon for 2 seconds, that's it. But instead of charging 1, 2, 3 from silver to diamond, it's charging fixed to 1 second. It's like the duct tape, the old duct tape, because they changed it also the duct tape, but it's charging only 1 second if you're using another non-weapon. Okay, barrel is now shield 10 from scaling on the shield. The problem of barrel is that they are not touching this part. Okay, they are just touching the shielding part. Ah no, wait a second, they are touching this part, not the active part. So basically it's no longer scaling like crazy if you get it diamond. It's a bit stronger at bronze, okay, but it will not scale. So the scaling that this item was having is not increasing over in gold and diamond. It's fixed to all levels to 10. They didn't mention this one, so I suppose this will not change. So in theory it's a nerf. Okay, it's a nerf and a buff in the same time. A buff for the bronze and a nerf for gold and diamond, which is good because it was so OP. It was this item was OP. You were getting too much shield for Vanessa and so on. Blowgun now starts at gold tier. It has 8 seconds cooldown. If you don't know what blowgun is an item that poison equal to this item damage, and this sometimes is interesting. It is 6 seconds cooldown, so you don't go below that, but I never used it, to be honest. Sometimes could be good if you have some synergy with the damage enhancement, you know, if you are able to buff your weapons, or also just the skill that gives 20 damage could be good, and finding it at gold now makes more sense to go for it instead of a diamond one. So it's a bit more viable option as a pivot, although at gold it will be 8 seconds cooldown, so I don't know. Still, I don't think it will be so crazy as an item compared to other stuff, but if the meta slow down a bit, maybe this can find some space. Okay. Choom now gives your aquatic item more crit. It's 4, 6, 8, 10 in compared to 2, 3, 4, 5, and Choom was just this one, the small item that you were using it for cycling some piranha for an aquatic build. Okay, but it gives more critical. Basically it's they double it the value for this silencer. Okay, it's no longer a tool, very important, and it gains the tech type, so they are adding a new keyword, a new tribe, like you can call it like that, and this is important because it will no longer be possible to find in the shops where the tool shop. I don't remember the name of the guy. There is one for the tool that is selling tools. I don't remember which one is. Let's just do a little research. Oops. Tool shop the bazaar. No, I don't think it is this one. Tool items. I don't see. I don't remember which is the merchant, but there is a merchant that allows you to buy tools. It will no longer spawn in that merchant. Now its cooldown is a bit less strong than before. It's a bit stronger at bronze, but it will be nerfed in gold and diamond, okay, by 10% at diamond. It can be impacting. Shiny now gives just 25% instead of doubling the damage, because it was going to crazy amount of cooldown reduction. So there is a fix on Trebuchet, and also electric heals. I see. Illusoray and Chakray are gaining the Ray type, so there is also the Ray type now. And it will be important in future, I guess. It will be important in future, I guess. It will be important in future, I guess. Okay, sorry. Okay. Cannonade is going to 200 in diamond, so it's a bit of a buff, and the charge is fixed to 2 seconds, so it's a bit better when you find it at gold. They have removed it to the silver because it was present in silver. So let me see what Cannonade was doing here. Cannonade was being able to find in silver. It's no longer possible, so it starts at gold. This could be impacting for Vanessa, because many times you were going Cannonade and then you had some weapons around the Cannonade. It's the fact that you are going to find it at gold tier. This means that from day 5 to day 6 it's more of a final item. So Cannonade is no longer a thing that you build in mid game, but it's more for late game, mid to late game, let's say. And it's not charging 3 at diamond, which means it's a bit less strong, still strong, but a bit less strong. And they are trying to adjust the values around charge, because it's going crazy with this charge loop, so it's a bit impossible sometimes to fight against. Captain's Wheel, the same stuff, so the seconds from the cooldown goes to 2 seconds fixed, but there is no possibility to find it at bronze. Okay, so now you add Captain's Wheel. It didn't change, sorry. The thing is that is changing is just going to 2 seconds, so from cooldown will be 4 seconds, so it's not very impacting having 3 seconds here. Something is doing, of course, but it's going to be 2 second fixed. And also, oh no, just kidding, the charge is no longer present, and it's just reducing the cooldown to 2 seconds basically. So this item is maximum 2 seconds cooldown, and the haste is fixed. It's not scaling the haste. Okay, very interesting. I misread it. So now this can go maximum to 2 seconds cooldown. Okay. Interesting. And it's just if you have, you don't have to use. It's just putting it into the board and a vehicle or a large item, and this is 2 seconds cooldown haste. Pretty good. Better than before, I think, because charge loop was crazy, I think. Catfish is going to a fixed poison 4, so a buff basically. I think it wasn't so strong at day 1, day 2, or early game, let's say, and it's a bit better in the future. 6 seconds cooldown could be good, because I think, no, wait a second, I think they are buffing this one, not the gaining of poison, right? yes, they are buffing the fixed poison, so it's going to scale more in the diamond, but it's a bit stronger, not too much, but it's a bit stronger. Dock lines now starts at silver, and it slow 2, 3, 4 items for 3 seconds. It was the same, but you don't have it in bronze. Okay, this can shift the meta a bit, because you don't buy it just because you want to fill a medium item. You have to wait until day 2 at least, but probably you will be able to find it from day 4 onwards. So it can have an impact in the way Vanessa is built, and if you want to pivot to dock lines later on or not. Incendiary rounds has been reverted. To be honest, I don't remember how they were working before, so let's check it out in this patch list. From so now from 2, so the burn is 2, and the cool, I don't remember, maybe we have to go, we don't have any other information. I don't remember. If you remember how incendiary rounds were working before, maybe we can reason about that, but there is no charge, I think, because it's from agent. When you use adjacent, so it's just giving +1 ammo to the items near that, right? So it's no longer charging, so there is no charge loop with incendiary rounds, so it's a bit of a nerf. Of course they are going to match the strategy, they are doing for the other charge loop nerfs they got. Okay, so it's similar change to the captain's wheel, to cannonade. They are touching the charge mechanics basically. Javelin is going to do 4 cooldown seconds, which means 2 ammo when you ace the reload. Okay, could be, I don't, 4 seconds cooldown could be interesting. You have to find it at silver though. So I never used this, to be honest. I never played with this, so I don't know if it's good or not, but 4 seconds could be interesting. Stronger for sure, but maybe not too much of a shift. Okay, because also the damage is fixed. You have the problem with the haste. You need to have haste for using it, so it's a bit meh. Submarine gains the tech tag. Okay, gains, so it means that it has all of, wait a second, it's an aquatic, it's a weapon, it's a vehicle, and it's also a tech. Okay, probably there will be a shop for techs, the same as torpedo. Pearl now is fixing the shield, and let me see if I can do something like that. Yeah, I think it's easier if I go like this, right? So I don't have to switch between one and the other. So now Pearl is shielding. There are already new data. Looks like they have this got updated, right? Because it's shielding 20. So let me see cannonade. Canon it didn't change it. That is strange. Wait a second. I'm dumb. It was 20 fixed, now it's scaling a bit. Okay. When you use another aquatic item, charge this 1 second. Okay, the charge is getting ripped and it's being fixed to 1 and the cooldown is 5. Okay, so they are giving more power to the shield but less power on the charge. Okay, nice, makes sense. It's in line with the other changes they are doing. Pufferfish, similar change. They are buffing the poison and they are making the charge to be fixed, but it's an 8 seconds cooldown, right? Okay, so charge 2, so it's a bit stronger at bronze, so if you find it bronze it could be an interesting option, but it's not so strong golden and diamond, and this can shift the meta, because if before you were going pufferfish to have a sort of a loop at diamond, now it's really hard to get the loop, harder, and it will be slower for sure. It will poison a bit more, but this poison is not so relevant at diamond, so I don't think it will become...
All self-charging items got nerfed.
Yeah, it's in line with the other charging items there are in the game, so I think I like more this new version, instead of the supercharge option that there will be now, but also the passive version, the initial passive version were too strong, so they are looking around if they are finding a good balance, and this is a good tentative, I guess. Probably
Much better nerfed.
Yeah. Welcome by the way, to Artok, double Artok. Maybe 3 over on 8 seconds, or maybe lowering this to 6. Just keeping 2, but maybe having this to 6. But we can see in the later, it's not a problem now. I don't think it will be so much strong pufferfish after this change. Ramrod redesign. Okay, the cooldown is going to 8 seconds. No, it's...
Ramrod now good.
Wait a second, it's saying from 4 to 8, but it's the opposite, I guess. Because it was already 8 here. Reload addition to items, ammo. With 1, 2, 3 ammo, okay. Your ammo have more crit. Okay, it's giving crit now. When you use one of your items, run out of ammo, charge this. Okay. So now it makes sense to have this for 4 seconds. Run out of... Okay, nice. So there is no ammo problem basically anymore, in theory. Because you are getting ammo with this item, but if the ammo goes out of ammo, which is a tautology, but they are going to speed up the recharge. So ammo can come back in the game. I don't know how much, but they can come back in the game even without skills, without the flask or something, but I'm not sure. Trebuchet, this is a big change, I suppose, because it's going to scale a bit more the burn, because it's no longer fixed at 7, but it goes up to 10. The damage goes up to 100 from 50. It's a bit of a revert. When you use another weapon or haste, charge 2. So it's similar to pufferfish, but the cooldown is 8. So it's a bit less stronger than Pufferfish at bronze, but still charge 2. We have to see. What do you think? This will be good? Because 8 seconds charge 2 means 4 activation to trigger instead of 2. But before it was like a machine gun, you know. So I think not too quick is better. A bit slower is better for slower builds. But you need to have some loops in the game, of course. Well, we'll see. Tripwire. Okay, tripwire is the one I saw it before. When your enemy uses an item, slow. So this is going back to the passive version. There is no charge anymore. This with proboscis. Oh my god. This with proboscis. Unless, and I know they are touching proboscis, still could be good, because this is super stronger. Okay, this version will be super stronger, and it's also slow in 2 seconds. The item that is being used. Okay, so if you have a quick item on the opposite side, it will be perma slowed, so it will be less quicker. Okay, because also because the charge loops are being nerfed. And if you have a sniper with 3k damage, okay, whatever. But interesting. This is super better now, but it starts at gold. Okay. Okay. It's there is the caveau. Because you have to wait the late game to find it. You don't have to rush for tripwire with a Mittel day 5, day 6. Maybe you have to wait day 7. So you can't really go proboscis super early. You can pivot to a slow build later on. But proboscis to work needs early slow. So maybe you can buy proboscis, keep it there in the stash, and for the future, see if you want to pivot. So it's a more you need more strategy now, which is good. Turtle shell. Okay, yeah. This is another charge loop stuff. So let's see. The charge is now 1 second. When you use another non-weapon, okay? Shield goes up to 20. So it's they removed the scaling on the shield on barrel. They give it to the turtle, and the shield is being fixed to 25, so it's stronger. You have to strong. The shield is stronger. The scaling is stronger, but the charge is less strong because it's 6 seconds cooldown, which is probably should be 7 or 8. Because you
Buffed everything but the self loop.
But yes. Mr. Artak, are you a fan of Dooley, Vanessa, Pygmalion? What do you like? I like Dooley a lot, but also Pygmalion I like something. Vanessa I like the mono weapon version, but I don't know, depends. Water wheel. Cooldown 8 seconds. Now it goes up to
I'm a Vanessa enjoyer.
Vanessa enjoyer. I see. No, it's good, Vanessa.
But not current.
Yeah, when it was strong, I suppose. Maybe now.
Liked Ammo Vanessa a lot more.
Yeah. Okay. The super pam one shot build. Okay, I see. I hope that I will not see that version again of Vanessa, but maybe something in the middle. Water wheel, 9 seconds to silver, and it goes up to 7. Stronger late game. Okay. It has charged 2 seconds with 7 cooldown, which means 3 to 4 activation when you use adjacent item, which is not changing, so it's a bit better. No, it's very... No, wait a second. 2 seconds, you need 3 to 4. Yeah, it's worse than before, but not so much worse. At least it has 2 seconds, like pufferfish, like trebuchet. Yeah, we will see. Okay, Pygmalion. Fixed bug with windmill was charging only item to the left, and I know it was a bug. Fix an issue with Apropos Chapeau costed silver. It's an encounter. What is Apropos Chapeau? Okay. I think I never played this item here. Bushel now is healing like hell, but the charge loop is being nerfed when you shield. Makes sense, because it's also 4 seconds, which means 3 to 4 activation to go and loop. And it's when you shield. So since the shielding is being reduced, the amount of time you shield, also this one is reduced, so it makes sense. Caltrops. I didn't know that this was a Pygmalion item. Honestly, I thought it was like a Void Golem item, just that you were finding when you were going to the encounter, to the PvE. To the monster, not the encounter. But now you can find it at gold. Okay. When your enemy uses an item, deal 1 at gold and 10 at diamond. Do you think this is good? Because I saw some builds that were crazy with this. But it depends. It depends on the build, in theory. Generally speaking, I never had the chance to test it. But I think it can be, if they are lowering so if they are adding more chances to find it, because it's also starting from gold, this means that you can pivot to this item more frequently than before. So it's a good decision, in my opinion, for the meta and for the possibility that they gives you to switch, to pivot to one item or the other. So let's see. Marbles. Of course, this will be nerfed to 1 second. It's a 4 second cooldown, so it's the same as Bushel. But now it's going to slow only one item up to 4 seconds. Okay. So stronger at gold and diamond for one item, but less items slowed, which is avoiding to go into a situation where you were having perma-slowed board, because it's also charging 1 fixed. It means the loop will be less frequent, so you need more time to activate it, and the opponent can do something, basically. So it's a good thing. In theory, it's a good thing. I think I will try anyway the charge loops to see how they behave, but I think there will be less frequent rate for this kind of build that will be present in the meta. Okay, Matchbox. Same as before, right? The same logic as before. When you use another non-weapon charge, but this is better because it's more wide the way you have more opportunity to buff to use this because you have more non-weapon item instead of just adjacent one. So the marbles needs a quick item to the near it. Okay, Matchbox can be placed anywhere, and it should be the fastest item in the charge up, the Matchbox, which means you can maybe put it near the marbles because you want to charge marbles quicker, near a yo-yo. So marbles usually goes or will go between yo-yo and Matchbox because they will be the fastest item and buffing the marbles more frequently, even though the charge loop will be nerfed. So the burn is stronger, and that's it. So charge is 1. Okay. Crook. Crook was terrifying everyone in this meta. Damage is fixed 16 instead of going to 40, and the buff is far lower, so it's no longer 40 at diamond, but it's 24. So at silver there is not much difference, it's just 8 compared to 10. So yeah, I heard a strange noise here. And gold 4, but diamond you will hear the difference, so it will be less strong crook. Probably they want to find a position for crook that is in the meta, but which is strong but not too strong. Like it shouldn't be the only available build in Pygmalion after the nerf, but also it shouldn't be too weak to not use it, basically. Let's see. I think that with this nerf was enough to justify the change. Maybe you could have left the basic damage that this item was having, but details. Model ship, 4 seconds. Yes, when you use an addition time 10 charge, and this was shielding. So now the shield goes up to 50. Okay, and the charge is 1 second. So again, same reasoning as before. Let's go on. Fourth, we're slowing the cooldown, so increasing the cooldown of enemy items to 2 at diamond, but now keep in mind that this is no longer the case. All items, not only enemy items, all items gets the cooldown increased, so also your items. Okay, it's a totally different behavior, it's a totally different item. Honestly, it was pretty devastating when you were finding this version with bonk, 3 seconds cooldown by default, every item. A bit too much. I think that this is more fair, I don't know. It could be good if in a like a mono weapon, big weapon, like a Beast of Burden, that is increasing, the cooldown to the enemy items, but you have the phonograph, so you don't increase too much. Maybe you increase just 1 second overall, but you are increasing 2 seconds the enemy item. So it's still a thing, I think, the fourth in this case, with this just analyzing this part. Plus, items with a cooldown for 8 seconds have +1 multicast, which is insane, I think, and it's very nice. I don't know if this is counted the original cooldown or the current cooldown, because you know that you can reduce the cooldown in game. So if you have a puffer fish, for example, and it goes to 7.5, still this will not be valid in theory, but I think it's the starting cooldown. It should be the starting cooldown, right? And it's shielding much more because it's going up to 100 and from 20, and the cooldown is 7 seconds. Okay, so basically you shield more less frequently. Items are increased cooldown to everyone, but you have multicast as a bonus, as a trade-off. Okay, this is an interesting item. I don't know if this will be played. I think it can be played for sure. Kripparrian will do that. Anyway, hi Kripparrian. Let's see the vineyard. Sorry. Now the cooldown goes up to 7 seconds, so it's a bit of a strange number. And when you use an item that gains EL equal to the value of this gains EL equal to the value of that item.
Vineyard is so back.
You think so? There is no charge. They have removed the charge. So is it good? 7 seconds EL a lot? Right? I don't know, because it's no longer a spam of vineyard. It's 7 seconds big heal.
Double the heal at the second activation.
You double the heal. Yeah, when you use an item, okay, you have maybe to the value. Okay, so you need, it's for the value build basically. If you have an item that is having 100 value, this is gaining EL for 100 more when used. It's a generic activate. It's a passive basically, which is good. I mean, it's good. This part is good. The problem is the cooldown, I think. But if the game is slowing down, maybe with big weapon, big property, big values. I don't know. I never played the value build in Pygmalion, to be honest, so I don't know if this is strong enough. But 7 seconds, maybe too slow. 6 could be too strong, probably. But let's see. Landscape.
Value PYG is really fun.
It's really fun. I need to try this version because I never find it very easy to do. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. By the way, if you don't have the follow and you want to leave it, it's very appreciated. It will help the channel grow a bit, so it's nice to have you around. Landscraper. Same thing as Vineyard. When you use an item, this gains EL. what equal to the value, but it's maybe they shield, maybe they wanted to write shield, right? It's a type.
Probably meant shield.
Okay. Shield, so it's the same item, but on the shield version. Okay. The same concept. They have removed the charge part. Okay. There is not much to say. We already said everything here. I don't know. I think they are slow, but it depends. Fix an issue with okay. Gumball machine. Fix an issue. Okay. It's now a toy. The gumball machine. Okay. Wait a second. This is the item. Toy. There is a new keyword. Toy. Maybe they need to pay attention not to put too many keywords around the game, but it's interesting because we have toy, we have tech, now we have ray. There was also, I don't know if there was a ray type, now there is a ray type. Now we have also tech, and there was also I think I saw another one, but I don't remember where. No, just tech and ray and toy. Okay. So maybe you have a sell toys. You can find a gumball machine there. So there was a bug fix. Okay, ice cream truck.
I think those tags will matter for Mac.
Yeah, probably. Yes. Yeah, for sure. They want to balance also the merchants pool that they are having, of course. Also because we don't have information they have, so it's a bit strange to do this kind of analysis now, but it's good. It's something to consider in the future for sure. This item got the cooldown increased and the freeze decreased. Was that strong? The charge part is still present. Okay. When use another non-weapon. So this is in the non-weapon build, but it's going to 8 seconds. 7 or 8 activation to freeze for 3 seconds at diamond. I don't know, I never played this item, so probably it was too strong.
Only all sizes perma-freeze still in the game.
Yeah, makes sense to have it nerfed a bit, probably. But still, 7 seconds to charge this, it's not perma, in my opinion. Because before you had the charge loops that were going like crazy, that was making this perma. But now, I think they are going to revert this change in the future, for sure. Okay. Let's go to duct tape and Dually items. They are changing this, so it's no longer charging. This is no longer charging. Shield is the same. It's just a passive. It's been reverted basically as it was before. And there is no I don't know if they are not touching the slow, probably. I don't understand. They have a passive and an active at the same time. Probably yes. So when you use an adjacent item, shield, but at 6 seconds slow. Okay. So this can create again some infinite loop is with the skills. If I remember, there are some skills that when you shield do something aced, and when you aced shield or something, so it's going crazy again, I think. When you freeze, when you burn, when you aced shield, but also when you use an item. So there is no when you shield something. Okay. Let me remove the shield tag here. When you use a weapon, give it. When you win a fight, when you buy a weapon, when you sell. I'm looking for when you use an
You blacklisted shield in the filter.
No, I removed it. Sorry. I think I was removing it. When you level up, when you level up, wait. Upgraded bronze and silver. This at diamond is upgraded in silver. Okay, I didn't notice that. There is when you shield. Let's search. Oh, there is no. Okay, there is no when you shield skill. So, okay, probably the reasoning about duct tape can be removed. Okay, so it's a bit just a defensive item basically. Which, if you have it, the turtle that is buffing shield items can be good, indeed, and maybe in a force field can be very good. Okay, interesting. It's making force field back in the game, I think. Omega Ray and Gamma Ray now tooltips mention also themselves, because now what they were doing. Or another ray, so they work also when they are used, so it's a buff basically, because I don't remember seeing things buffed when you were using these items. Well, whatever. If it's a buff, it may be better, because it will help to scale a bit more. If it's not a buff, it's just as it is now, but better rephrased, whatever. But if it is a buff, could make these two items stronger for sure. Not so much stronger, but somehow stronger. So first aid and turbo. Well, turbo is now just doubling the haste. Instead of adding a second haste effect, but this is just because it means this one plus this one, they were considered two haste different items. Now it's just buffing the haste here. Okay, it's a nerf. Technically this is a nerf, because you cannot haste all the board or spread the haste. You have to have a big haste on one single item, so maybe it's better like this, like this. Bella lista. Haha, bella lista. Charge 2 seconds, still 8 seconds cooldown, so this is the best. They are trying 8 seconds, 2 seconds, 4, 5, 6, 1 second, things like that. So it's 3 to 4 activations, and it's when you decreasing the hasting, the scaling basically. Okay, 30 is diamond is but maybe 550 it was too much. But the problem with this one was that the ignition core, the companion core, because spoiler, now the companion core is hasting adjacent items instead of the full board of friends. So this will scale less due to that change to the core. Even more, they are scaling down, they are nerfing it. So probably it's a double nerf on Bellelista basically. I think it is still strong. If the meta is slowing down a bit, this could be a good nerf. We will see, I will try for sure. Damage is a bit increased. Okay. But there is a buff to the silver version. So because it's starting at 2. Definitely better to buy a Bellelista at silver, even though the damage is just 10. So you need also the ray probably to have a better scaling. But the ray is not a friend, but the friend is not a problem because the companion core will only haste adjacent friends, so that's good. Blastor, I don't think it will be meta, to be honest, because they are removing the charge. I think this is a bad revert, because 20 seconds cooldown at 4 means 5 activation for getting what? 400 shield. I mean, now it's getting 600, okay, but you need kind of the double of activation, so no, 10 activation from 5 to, yeah, the double from 5 to 10. I don't think this will be played a lot. Also because it's just burn or weapon. If it's maybe when your opponent uses an item, charge 1, I don't know, or charge 2, reaching 10 activations, it's easier, maybe 2 easier, I don't know. I think this has to be better, this part here, since I don't think they want to change the charge value, but they need to make this more easier to achieve, I think. Otherwise it's a medium item that is not doing so much, so it could allow you to win anti with the burn comp. It's an anti-burn or anti-weapon, which I think Ignition Core will be stronger than ever with the current meta, with the meta that is being introduced with this patch. Okay, the ray gains the ray type, which is allowing them to be bought in the ray shops. If in the future they are adding the ray shops. Dinosaur and Mamasaur, they are getting the dinosaur type. Again, same reasoning. Solar Farm. Solar Farm goes, it's a tech now, okay. It's hasting 3 seconds instead of 2 fixed, so it's a nerf at silver. No, wait a second. Yeah, it's a nerf at silver, and it's a buff at diamond. Yeah, but regen goes up to 12 as it was before. And when you burn, charge these 2 seconds from 1 to 3. Okay, it's an 8 seconds, 2 seconds charge. They are doing this version now. Okay, probably it can be playable because of the haste here, which is very interesting, especially if you have maybe a Dianosaur or Mamasaur that needs to be hasted, or in a burn build that you want to go faster, you can kind of want this one. So it's a good item. Power drill gets less damage and more charge. So they are reverting this to 2 seconds as it was before. Still 10 seconds cooldown, which means 5 activation. Okay, but they have nerfed the damage. Honestly, I don't know this item because I think it's not so strong, to be honest, because you need to haste, slow, freeze, burn or poison. In a burn build, you really want this extra damage? No. In a poison build, I don't think so. In a slow and haste, yes. Okay, with the solar farm, for example, you need the solar farm, you need the power grid, you have 5 slots. And then you have the ignition core, which is 7 slots. Then you have 3 slots for burning item, which is ray, and what else? Solar, the soldering gun, and I don't know if there is a tool that is also burning. There is a tool that is also burning. Yeah, you don't have a much opportunity to put it into a burn build. Well, there are some tools that are burning. Okay, lighter, blowtorch. Well, this one for sure, but yeah, you need to put the fiery, it's called Chris Army knife. So this is the only one that goes near to the soldering gun, because it's a tool, because it's a friend. And there is also another one that is also friend and tool. But it's not really good, the amulet. So, I don't know. Power deal, it's no for me. Race car, clear search. Goes to 2 seconds fixed, 8 seconds cooldown, damage gets increased. Okay, interesting. When you haste means with the companion core is less stronger. We need to see, maybe if you have some other haste like Aiden, or let me see what you can use with this race car now. Haste, Dolly. You have the metronome that you can use for sure. Like metronome near a Bella Lista, and something else like Aiden and metronome. So it's going to be synergic. When you slow haste, I also pylon could be interesting. Solar farm, you don't have much, to be honest, that is being used. Maybe the GPU. Yeah, Aiden, and then you don't have much more. Maybe the cog. But Cog, if it's 4 seconds haste, so race car maybe is not that great option anymore. Railgun, let me see. Multicast, okay, cooldown 10 seconds, okay. Damage gets buffed at silver and gold when you use attack charge from when you use the core or ray. Okay, so this now tech matters, tech keyword matters, but I see that all of this stuff gets the tech type, so they are putting that into a specific set and pool of items. It's no longer charging 3. Again, 2 seconds charge, 10 seconds 5 activation, just for giving 800 damage. Plus you need a tech build. It's not working with the core, but now the core is getting the tech, and Ray is no longer working with Ray. Okay, we'll see. I cannot judge now too much. Arc Blaster is charging 1 second. 1 second? Bro, it's an 8 seconds cooldown. Why 1 only? When you use attack. But this is 2 seconds, this is 1. And I think, okay, it is a small item, so technically they don't want small items to be too strong, because otherwise you are going to play the small item instead of the the large one. But 1 second for just doing 100 damage. Okay, the damage is scaling. I don't think this is a good choice in general. Maybe in a tech build with this one, and other techs, but I don't think so. Cool LEDs. This is the most broken item in Dually, and it's slowing. The slow it gets increased from 2 when you use the core, charge 1. Okay, 4 seconds for activation when you use the core. Okay, these at bronze were never a good item. Probably you need the other core inside the combat core to make it usable. The slow gets buffed. I know why now. I don't know, maybe it will be a thing because the meta will slow down. But charge 1. I think this item should have been 3 seconds cooldown. Maybe with 2 seconds, like this, but 3 seconds here and 1 charge only. Because charge 1 is very, very poor. But yeah, it's aligned to the other stuff, so let's see. This could be a big nerf. Amulet is charging 1 when you slow from 4. I never played this item, even though I had the loop. Well, maybe with the loop of the slow, you could have played that, but now cooldown is 6. Okay, and damage is getting buffed. Also, yeah, because 15 damage. To be honest, it was a bit of a joke. It's a tool and a friend. So it makes sense to have it in those builds that you need tools or friends. So it means 6 activation when you slow, but you don't slow so often now. So yeah, maybe, I don't know. Armadillo. Maybe next time I will do the star. I will ask chat to vote, or maybe just put my vote on, like a sort of a 4 star, 5 star, 3 star for the future. So Armadillo goes to 1. Oh, damage gets increased. Charge is 2 seconds. 6 seconds. Okay. Pay attention that this item is just 3 activation when you shield. It was better now, of course, but it's better compared to other charge 1 only, okay? That have 4, 5 or 6 seconds. This is charge 2 seconds when you shield. Which makes sense because when you shield is not so frequent, but in a shield build it is. So, oh, when you shield, duct tape. This makes sense with the duct tape now. Duct tape triggers these charges. So it's being reverted. Not reverted, but you are going back in the direction that there was present before. Like shield and charge, go Armadillo like crazy. So pay attention to this item. Shield core is back. Is back, boys. Microdave goes being destroyed because charge 1 seconds with 6 seconds cooldown. It's being destroyed, I think. Even though you have some more burn, but the problem is the charge part. I think they should have made 2 seconds at diamond, like 1, 1, 1 and 2, but like this. It's not. I think this is being removed from the burn. You can test it, you can use it, but I think it's not a thing anymore. Tesla coil, its attack, okay. The damage goes up, okay. When you use adjacent attack, charge 1, and it's 6 seconds. Okay, you need tags, so it's limiting the pool. The charge is 1 second, the damage is better. Again, in a tech build, but 1 second on 6 seconds cooldown, 6 activation compared to 3 activation. I don't know if you do the math. Maybe there will be some tech build that will be super fast and okay, but companion core now adjacent items. Wait a second. It's not ace to your friends or adjacent friends. It's adjacent items. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's a buff at bronze. So you just buy it at bronze and it's good to go. Maybe you can buff it with the boots. But I never buffed the companion core more than silver. More than silver, never. Because you need it. You need the buff to 2 seconds early game, but not late game. So my choice was to buff, to go to the silver maximum before. Now, since you have 2 seconds, only the adjacent items, okay, so probably it's no longer needed to go beyond silver, but if you have something else to buff, it's better to buff the other stuff. maybe the rays, maybe the duct tape, the armadillo, or something that is going to scale instead of something that is going to just give more haste. But let's see. Maybe you need the more haste. So Brick Bandy is being changed, so it's no longer shielding like a beast, just shielding 30. When you use an additional friend, this gains. It's scaling less than before. Big nerf to Brick Body. It was strong. It was super strong, but they nerfed the base shield, but also the scaling shield. I think the nerfing just the scaling was okay. When there was no need to give it to 30. The silver, I don't know. There was no need to be so rude with this guy, poor guy. Motherboard. So I think this will be attack items, like attack item in the sense that you put it only if you face a Vanessa, or maybe if you face a Dooley, if you think that there is a lot of burn core around, the ignition core around, but it's less stronger than before. So maybe it's better Blast Door now. Motherboard goes in the tech pool and gives the core 50% crit. Deadly motherboard. Wait a second. Yeah, probably it's a better way to use the deadly on motherboard, just to give. But why you want to put the deadly here if you have already the core that can be deadly or cannot? Wait a second. Like the weaponized core. Yes, this damage damage on critical hits and the critical core. So you can make this deadly, but also with a deadly motherboard this goes up to 100%, which makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense, to be honest. This means that you can, critical core can be devastating, probably. Can be devastating. So all of this goes into the tech pool, and this one will go in the tool pool. Okay. Interesting, because battery. No, wait a second. I said this one will not longer be a tool, but it will be a tech. Okay. This completely changed the merchants that gives you tools, or get a tool encounter. There will be a get attack item for sure. Cool Let's is attack. It was nothing before. Okay, interesting. At least you can find Cool Let's not only from Ande, but also from the tech merchant. I mean Ande, all small items in general. Cog is no longer a tool. Okay. They put it here. No, Cog is nothing more. Okay. And coolant against the tool. Okay. Other items changed. Shiny Octopus +8 multicast. So before going down, let's see which of these three characters how they can change the meta and in general. So I think that Vanessa could be could going into the ammo build because of the it was Ramrod, sorry, and maybe pufferfish could be a thing. I'm not sure because it's just maximum 2 seconds, but could be. Apart from that, the charge loops will no longer be a thing. Mono weapon, they didn't change it, so mono weapon will be strong. Cannonade is good. It's good now. Trebuchet is a bit better, but could be interesting. The trebuchet, at least for a starting item. In general, I like the change to the turtle shell and so on. And I also like the changes to the charge loops. So I think that Vanessa will be in a good spot anyway, compared to maybe other times where it was super strong. But it will be in a good spot. From 1 to 5, I think Vanessa can stay between 3 and 4, maybe 4, because you can build weapon, you can build mono weapon, you can try to go aquatic. There is dam, so you have something to play with Vanessa. You don't have just one strong build. Pygmalion, the charge loops will get those will shift the meta for sure in Pygmalion. Crook is definitely weaker, probably still be useful, and Fort is interesting. Vineyard and Landscaper, I don't know, we will see. And they didn't touch too much Pygmalion, probably they were just they want to see how the meta develops without the charge loops. So I think you can go Beast of Burden, you can go is Beast of Burden and Pygmalion, right? Because I have a doubt now. Yeah, it's a Pygmalion. You can go Beast of Burden, you can go value build, the value build, you can go. I don't think match plus will still be a thing, but maybe you can try to make it work. Yeah, to be honest, maybe Pygmalion is on a scale from 1 to 5, it's more near 3, maybe between 2 and 3, 2.5. Like just looking at this, because if they revert bees to what they were before, maybe you have also bees as an option. But now, I don't know. Of course, there is the super elf, super elfy Pygmalion with the double whammy, those kind of build. But yeah, let's see. Dooley is the most interesting change they are doing. I think they are changing Companion Core, which was a problem, and they are changing Bellelista, which was a problem. They are giving some power to the Shield Core, and you will also see how the tech build will go. So I think that Dooley, if you stay on Initium Core, Shield Core, and Crit Core, so 3 out of 6, maybe the charge also will be important now because the meta will slow down. It will be important. So Dooley overall, I think it can go at 4, straight 4, maybe something more, but at least you have 4 playable, 2 strong cores to play. The weaponized, I don't mention it, and there is one I never play. which one is? No, this is the charge one. Let me just do this medium. Armored companion, critical, focused core. Aced the item to the right. So I never played this one, to be honest. I don't know if you have tried that. Ah, wait. This with Bellelista. But you need to put the core in the middle. Honestly, I think this is the worst core ever. So the charge is still going to be 4 seconds, the charge here, because in that case could be good. I didn't saw a change like in the focused core. No, it's not. So pay attention to the focused core. Maybe it will be the surprise. So let's go to the other item very quickly because I have to go. So Octopus Shiny is +8 multicast, okay. Fixed bugs, okay. Multi-tool, blah blah blah. Void Ray, which is okay, this one, it's a ray, okay. Earrings, they are changing these items, but I think they are doing that because the charge mechanic, so maybe it will be less useful than before. They are just aligning all the charge part to the way the other items are working. Pendulum, cooldown 8, so 2 seconds. Fixed. Adjacent items have crit. Okay, they are buffing this guy a bit, and also nerfing the haste your items, instead just 1 up to 4 items. Okay. Oven mitts, I think I remember this one is for the food one. Yeah, when you burn charge 2 seconds from 6 seconds. Okay, this is like armadillo. When you burn charge, so this in a burn build is interesting. Okay, so ignition core is back. It was strong, but it's even stronger with this change. Even though you're going to haste, they're buffing the haste, buffing the shield. This is good. Okay, oven mitts approved. Proboscis, oh my dear Proboscis. Revert to when you slow, deal damage. What the fuck? You see what I'm seeing? Proboscis, or yeah, Proboscis with tripwire. The tripwire here. When you use an item slow, which means use Proboscis. Careful, Proboscis is going back to the top tier item, which means it can be the encounter, the giant mosquito. This one it will be hyper important to go. Interesting. Weather machine is no longer a tool but attack. Neural toxin reverted. Let me see what is neural items. When you use an additional slow, okay, this one. weapon. No, wait a second. They have not changed nothing. It's the same as before. So probably the text here is wrong. So Reinhard, you need to make your developer to check what they have written in the patch notes. I already saw 2 errors here. One here and one in the landscaper. This one, the here. Anyway, no worries. Still a great game. Cryosleeve. Okay, when any item gains freeze shield, it's shielding more. Freeze this and adjacent items. Okay, it's freezing more because it's shielding more. But if you rapid throw, the skill that removes freeze, this can be a thing. Because you freeze, remove the freeze, remove the freeze. Shield. When one of your items gains freeze, reduce the duration by half. Okay, anti-freeze basically now. It's an anti-freeze item. Okay, Venom. When you use additional weapon gains blah blah blah. This gains more poison from. No, this is a mistake. It was already 3. Okay, it's no longer charging, it's just buffing the poison. Okay. Skill Cauterize. Let me see, because I don't remember the name. Wait. What? They already removed it also from here. This one was okay. You don't have the antifreeze, so that's why they are removing. Because this one was when your opponent freezes your items, reduce the duration by 1, 2, and 3. And they have removed it, so you cannot work with Cryosleeve. Okay. Cauterize is when you gain burn. Okay. Careful, burn is being stronger again. You have to keep buffing burn. When you gain burn, gain regen. Okay, they are removing these mechanics. Okay. New skill, toxic weapons. When your poison items have plus poison for each weapon. Why? If you have 4 or fewer items in play, your weapons have poor damage. Okay. This in a mono weapon Vanessa, like with Nest flagship or Nest the other item, the sniper. So if you have 5 to 6 slots occupied, you need other 2 items, like 2 medium or 1 medium and 1 large. Could be interesting. Tiny Dancer, if you have at least 7 items in place, so the opposite. Cooldown reduction. with the okay, Dooley will love this skill. Dooley for sure 15%. Okay. Nice cricket. If you have at least 7 items in play, your weapons deal more damage. So more cooldown, more damage. New skill, Invigorating Blade. The first 5-10 times you use a weapon, charge a heal item. 1 second. Maybe in a Pygmalion build with the heal items, or in a Dooley with the Aiden. In Vanessa, yeah, there are some heal items like the seaweed. Heal. Let's go for Vanessa only. Coral. This one, seaweed. It's 6 seconds, so charging 1, but it's just 10 times. I don't know. It's good, but not great. Colmill Eels. No. Yes, see. The first 10 times you slow, heal. The first 10 times you use the core, slow. The first time you fall half health, heal 30% of max health and cleanse half for your. They are reverting. This was like present before. Heal 30 and cleanse half your burn and poison. Anti-burn and anti-poison. Anti-burn maybe not so much, but poison, yes. You can get some more time to survive. Toxic flame, when you burn and with an item, poison. When you poison with an item, burn. They have added when you poison with an item, not when you burn only. They are smart. This is smart. Because it's only on activation from the item, not from the skill. So I think they need to do something like this in general. So to reduce the interaction between skill and items, or creating loops with the skill and items. So when you burn, you can poison, okay, and when you poison, you can burn. So it's a bit of an extra. Is the skill here already? I think that it looks like the Awazar as skill updates. I don't know. Venomous Blade. The first 8 times you use a weapon, charge 1 poison item, and before it was not present. So this is a new skill, but it's not written as a new skill. What? It's not a skill. It's an item. It's an item, that's why I cannot find it in the skill. I'm stupid. Clear search. But it's not even here. So probably it's a new item. But we are in the skill changes. Hello? Anyway, a charge on poison items when you use a weapon, okay. A charge on burn item when you slow. The first time you fall below half health, double the damage to. Oh, wow. Interesting. electrified wool is now from 5. Shield charge, okay, this is the charge for shield, goes up to 8. The coolant goes up to 8 and freezes one item for 1 second when you use your rightmost item. And a lot of other changes in the skill. Let's see, just changes 10 times from unlimited. Use the tool, okay, is the tool. Okay, they are going up to 10 with sabotage. When you use a tool, slow. When you use a weapon, charge one item. Okay, from unlimited they have removed unlimitedness in the skills, but they have put some. They have nerfed basically the skills. When you poison, burn, charge, haste, slow, blah 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 blah. I am going to skip something. If you have exactly one weapon, the first blah 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 times, the first blah 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 times. Frozen shot, wait a second. The first 8 times when you use your slow turns, each fight frees one item of equal. Oh, that's something. You can slow charge large stuff now. Flagship will love this. Bloodhound now starts at silver tier, and the first time your enemy falls below health each fight, charge your items. Ooh. They have just removed the bronze one. Okay. Submerge is now your weapons have blah 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 damage for each aquatic. Okay. How many there are here? Okay. Oceanic Crash is now at the start of each fight. Haste 1 or 2, 3 aquatic items for 2 seconds from 6 seconds. Ha. That's very strong nerf. Quick ignition, haste 2 or 3, 2 seconds from haste all burn. Okay. Deep charge is now if you have exerting one weapon. It has plus 5 ammo or 10 ammo. If it's an aquatic, more damage. So it's working also for the ammo now. Alacrity is the one that was charging. It's now charging only 10 times. 1 second only, not 2 seconds. Okay. Burn containment is the first 5 or 10 times you burn each fight, charge 1 shield. And all of this. Let me see if there is something very different from this kind of changes. Looks like yeah, they are maybe basically they are just changing the unlimitedness and also haste everything instead of they are just hasting a few items, not the full board. Building Crescendo now reduces space crit by 100. Okay. So it makes sense to skip a buff to crit if you have Building Crescendo, because before it was, if it was good from 50 onwards, now it's not. Flixis blah 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 blah. Okay, this was annoying, the 9999 gold. This was if they have fixed this one, oh, I hope they have fixed it, because sometimes you were being offered I don't know, buff 10 damage, buff 2 damage, or gain 2 damage for each weapon you have, and the total was 0. So you have to count and do the math. But yeah, overall I like the patch. Maybe I don't like too much this part here, limiting the number of times you can use a skill. But it's a good patch. Removing the charges is good. Generally speaking, this is good, and so on. So on a scale from 1 to 5, I would say this patch is 4. They have missed something, but very good skill, very good patch. What do you think?